So today, the plan is to go to the Tax and Revenue Office and renew the registration for the Hayabusa. And I'm taking you guys with me. So let's go. So as you guys saw in the previous video, we went and had the inspection done on the Hayabusa, and I apologize for the volume or the microphone. It wasn't working at the time. I don't know what happened. It was working when I left the crib. At some point in time, it must shut itself off. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We are headed to the Office of Tax and Revenue to renew the registration for the Hayabusa. Now, I was told you could do it online, and I've done it online before. I did it for my Jeep, but I didn't try to do it for the motorcycle. I may turn around and go back to the house and try to do it for the motorcycle if this line is too long. But we'll have to wait and see, because right now it's Friday here. And it's just after lunch, so it might be crowded. I'm assuming it's probably going to be crowded. So we'll have to see what happens when we get there. Not looking forward to standing in this line. Anyway, catch you guys when we get there. Well, we just arrived at the Department of Revenue and Taxation here, which is considered their DMV. And judging by the amount of vehicles that are in this freaking parking lot, yeah, we're in for a long wait. I should have come over here a lot earlier than I did, but I had some other stuff that I need to take care of this morning that was more pressing and more important. Not to mention that I'm just gonna keep it a band. I'm not in a hurry to get on my bike anyway. I felt sketch as hell riding it just to get the damn inspection done on it. I tell you, when you have an accident on a bike, that shit stays with you. At least, you know, right before you jump back on or after your first ride. But anyway, you guys can see there it is, the Revenue or Department of Revenue and Taxation. I do not want to wait in this long ass freaking line. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn you guys off for a minute.
A few moments
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our paperwork. We are no longer riding dirty. The Hayabusa, well, not that I was riding any damn way, but the registration is done for the Hayabusa. It did not take as long as I thought it was going to take, although the line was long as I kind of cheated the system. I'm not even gonna lie. How you doing? Not even gonna lie. I kind of cheated the system. And I feel bad, but at the same time, I don't. I jumped in the old people line. So in Guam, senior citizen is 55 and up. Unlike mainland US, I think it's 65 or 60 and up, some shit like that. But here it's 55 and up. And I'll admit, the white hair on my face makes me look old. And it's cool. I'll take that. Thing about my family is we grade early. So my beard actually started changing when I was in my 30s. By the time I was in my mid 40s, it was damn near completely white. So I used this to my advantage. I jumped in the old people line. There was only one person in front of me, and they were already at the counter. So I was the next in line. Jumped in line, she did my paperwork, went and paid for it. Ended up being like $60-something to register a bike, which I guess it's not that much. I don't really know, because I don't know how much I pay for my bikes in Japan. I just give them to Makoto and then just give Makoto a shit ton of money to take care of them. So I don't pay attention. But yeah, $68 to get it re-registered here. Took me all of about maybe 15 minutes, if that. And it's funny because there were people who I know had to have been standing in line at least maybe 10 minutes or so. And I walk in, jump in the old people line, and I get my shit and I bounce. And as I walk out, I still see some of those same people in line. So that's why I say I kind of feel bad. But at the same time, it is what it is. Speaking of, my hair being white, I'm thinking about dyeing my beard. What do you guys think? Should I dye my beard? I might pose that as a question on a YouTube upload. Maybe I'll do that. I'll take a tally, take a vote of who thinks I should dye my beard black. But anyway, like I said, I got the bike registered. I'm not really in that big of a hurry to ride it because I'm still kind of nervous. One of the things that you guys probably didn't hear in the video yesterday because of the audio wasn't working properly is not only am I nervous about riding the bike in general, but I've always been very skittish about riding here in Guam. Excuse me. One is because of the road conditions here are not good at all. They're terrible, and I know you guys have heard me complain about the roads here in Guam. But not only that, the people can't drive. And when I say the people, I mean predominantly most people on this island, whether they be from Guam, Philippines, Chuuk, any other the surrounding Marianas Islands, or even mainland US. A lot of people on this island cannot drive. They do not pay attention when they're driving. So I've always been very leery of vehicles around me and whether or not they pay attention. And I've always ridden defensively. The entire time I've been riding motorcycles, I've always ridden defensively, but more so here in Guam than anywhere else that I've ever lived. So yeah, I'm kind of skittish about getting back on a bike for those reasons. As far as how my body in and of itself feels being on a bike, I won't lie, my knees were killing me because of the angle in which I have to have my knees at bent riding that bike. If I was on a Harley, it wouldn't be a thing because, you know, your legs are straighter, or you can rest them. If depending on how you got to set it up, you might be able to stretch your legs all the way out. But yeah, I'm on a sport bike, sports touring bike. So yeah, you got to have your knees bent. And my bones, the bones on the inside of my knees were damaged during the accident, and they're still tender. Sometimes I wake up at night in pain because of my knees are just killing me. The doctor did give me some pain medication to help with it. Now, I don't like taking pills, so I opted to get a cream. There's a cream that she gave me that I could use that's supposed to help with the pain. It's kind of like I think like a lidocaine or something to help with the pain. We'll see what happens. I haven't used it yet, but I'm definitely going to start using it because of that fact that I've been woken up several times in the middle of the night because my knees were just aching. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna babble on. I just want to let you guys know that, yeah, the registration on the Hayabusa is done, and I probably will start getting out sooner or later riding it. Right now the weather is freaking perfect. It's hot as hell, but it's perfect for riding. There's a slight breeze, no rain in sight for now. That could change in like 2 minutes with the way the weather pattern here is in Guam. But I'm just going to enjoy it while I can. So who knows, the next video you guys might see me on the bike again, and I'll make sure that the audio is good. But with that being said, I'm about to check out. This has been your boy Khalif Assad. Check it out with another video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Click the post notification bell, turn it to all so that you know when I drop a new video. With that, we're out.